If your butter is rock hard, your onions make you cry, your strawberries go bad too fast, and your leftovers never taste as good the next day, then this video is exactly what you need. Today, we're diving into 10 amazing food hacks you need to try at home. Simple, smart, and surprisingly effective tricks that can save you time, reduce waste, improve flavor, and make everyday cooking feel easier and more fun. These are not complicated chef secrets or fancy kitchen science experiments. These are real, practical food hacks you can start using right now with ingredients and tools you already have at home. Whether you cook every day or only when hunger forces you into the kitchen, these tips can seriously upgrade the way you prepare, store, and enjoy your food. Let's start with one of the most common kitchen struggles: softening cold butter quickly. We've all been there. You're ready to make toast, bake cookies, or spread butter on warm bread, but the butter is still straight out of the fridge and hard as a brick. Instead of microwaving it and ending up with a melted mess, try this easy trick. Take a glass or mug, fill it with hot water, let it sit for about a minute, then pour the water out and place the warm glass upside down over the stick or small piece of butter. In just a few minutes, the butter softens beautifully without melting. It's simple, clean, and perfect when you need soft butter fast without ruining the texture. Now let's talk about onions, the ingredient that improves almost everything but makes your eyes suffer every single time. A great hack to reduce tears while cutting onions is to chill the onion in the fridge for about 15 to 20 minutes before slicing it. Cold temperatures slow down the release of the irritating compounds that float into your eyes. Another helpful trick is to cut the root end last, because that area holds a lot of the sulfur compounds responsible for the sting. You can also use a very sharp knife because a dull blade crushes the onion and releases more of the eye-watering gas. These small adjustments make onion prep much less annoying and a lot more manageable. Next up is a genius garlic peeling hack that saves time and frustration. Garlic is amazing for flavor, but peeling multiple cloves one by one can be tedious. Here's the easy trick. Place the garlic cloves in a jar or between two metal bowls, then shake them vigorously for 15 to 20 seconds. The skins loosen and often fall right off. If you only need 1 or 2 cloves, simply place the flat side of a knife over the clove and press down gently with your palm. The skin cracks instantly and peels away with almost no effort. It's one of those tiny hacks that makes cooking feel smoother and more efficient, especially when you use garlic often. One of the best fruit hacks you need in your life is how to keep strawberries fresh longer. Strawberries are delicious, but they spoil incredibly fast. The trick is to give them a quick vinegar rinse before storing them. Mix 1 part white vinegar with about 3 parts water, soak the strawberries briefly, then rinse them well and dry them completely with paper towels or a clean kitchen towel. Once dry, store them in a container lined with paper towel in the fridge. The vinegar helps kill mold spores, and the dry storage prevents excess moisture from speeding up spoilage. This one simple habit can help your strawberries stay fresh for much longer, which means less waste and more sweet, juicy fruit when you actually want to eat it. Let's move on to avocados, because timing an avocado perfectly can feel like trying to solve a mystery. One day it's hard as a rock, and the next day it's suddenly overripe. If you need to ripen an avocado faster, place it in a paper bag with a banana or apple. These fruits release ethylene gas, which naturally speeds up ripening. Fold the bag closed and leave it on the counter. Usually the avocado softens much faster this way. On the other hand, if your avocado is already ripe and you're not ready to use it yet, move it to the fridge to slow things down. And if you only use half, leave the pit in the unused half, brush the flesh with lemon juice, and wrap it tightly before refrigerating. This helps reduce browning and keeps it fresher longer. Here's another amazing kitchen trick that can seriously improve your mornings: making scrambled eggs extra fluffy. A lot of people add milk, but one of the best hacks is actually to whisk in a tiny splash of water before cooking. Water turns into steam during cooking, which helps make the eggs lighter and fluffier. The key is not to overdo it, just a little bit is enough. Also, cook the eggs on low to medium heat and stir gently. High heat can make eggs dry and rubbery very quickly. This small adjustment can take your scrambled eggs from ordinary to restaurant-style, soft and delicious. Now let's talk about leftover pizza, because this is where many people accidentally ruin a perfectly good slice. Microwaving pizza usually gives you a soggy crust and unevenly heated cheese. A much better hack is to reheat it in a frying pan. Place the slice in a dry nonstick pan over low heat for a couple of minutes. Then add a few drops of water to the side of the pan, not on the pizza, and cover it with a lid. The crust gets crispy again while the steam melts the cheese beautifully. It's one of the easiest and most satisfying food hacks ever, and once you try it, you probably won't go back to the microwave again. Another incredibly useful hack is learning how to revive stale bread. If your bread has gone a little dry or hard, don't throw it away just yet. Lightly wet the outside with water, just a small amount, then place it in a preheated oven for a few minutes. The moisture helps restore softness inside, while the heat crisps the outside slightly, making it taste much fresher. This works especially well for rolls, baguettes, and crusty bread. You can also use stale bread creatively by turning it into garlic bread, croutons, breadcrumbs, or even bread pudding. Sometimes the smartest food hack is simply knowing how to rescue ingredients instead of wasting them. Let's get into one of the most satisfying snack hacks, making crispy fries at home. A lot of homemade fries fail because they turn soft instead of crispy. The secret is soaking the cut potatoes in cold water for at least 30 minutes before cooking. This helps remove excess starch, which can prevent crispiness. After soaking, dry them really well before frying, baking, or air frying. Moisture is the enemy of crisp fries. If you want even better results, toss them lightly with oil and a little cornstarch before cooking. That outer coating helps create a beautiful crunch. This hack works wonders whether you're making thin fries, wedges, or even potato cubes. And finally, let's finish with a brilliant lemon hack that saves effort and gives you more juice. If your lemon feels firm and you want to get every last drop, roll it firmly on the counter using your palm before cutting it. This helps break down the inner membranes and makes squeezing much easier. You can also microwave the lemon for about 10 seconds if it's cold, which softens it and releases more juice. This is especially useful when you're making salad dressings, marinades, tea, seafood dishes, or desserts. Such a tiny trick, but incredibly helpful when you're cooking regularly. What makes food hacks so powerful is not just that they save time, it's that they make the entire cooking experience feel easier and less stressful. Cooking at home doesn't have to be messy, frustrating, or full of wasted ingredients. Sometimes, the smallest kitchen tricks create the biggest difference. Softening butter without melting it, peeling garlic in seconds, keeping fruit fresh longer, getting crispy fries, and reheating leftovers the right way may seem like little things, but together they can completely change how efficient and enjoyable your kitchen routine becomes. Another great thing about these hacks is that they help you become more confident in the kitchen. A lot of people think cooking well is all about complicated recipes or expensive equipment, but the truth is, smart technique matters just as much, sometimes even more. Knowing how to handle ingredients properly, store them better, and rescue them when they're not perfect gives you more control over your meals and saves money too. That's especially important today when food waste and grocery costs are bigger concerns for many households. These hacks are also perfect for families, students, busy workers, beginners, and basically anyone who wants to make life easier without sacrificing flavor. If you're someone who only cooks because you have to, these tips can make the process quicker and less annoying. And if you already love spending time in the kitchen, then these little tricks can help you work smarter and get better results with less effort. You can even turn these hacks into habits. Keep butter in mind before breakfast, chill onions before prep, rinse berries after shopping. Use the paper bag trick for avocados, soak your potatoes before dinner, and save stale bread instead of tossing it. Once these become part of your routine, you'll notice how much smoother your food becomes. The kitchen starts feeling less like a chore and more like a place where you know exactly what you're doing. And honestly, that's what the best food hacks are all about. They're not gimmicks. They're not just internet tricks for views. The really good ones solve real kitchen problems. They help you save time, save ingredients, improve taste, and reduce frustration. That's why these 10 amazing food hacks are absolutely worth trying at home. They're simple enough for anyone to use, practical enough to matter, and effective enough that once you try them, you'll probably keep using them again and again. So the next time you're in the kitchen, don't just cook smarter. Use these hacks to make your meals easier, fresher, tastier, and more fun. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, or leftovers, there's always a smarter way to do things. And sometimes, one small trick is all it takes to make a big difference. If you enjoyed these food hacks, make sure to try them yourself and see which one becomes your favorite. Some will save you minutes, some will save your ingredients, and some might completely change the way you prepare food forever. And once you discover how useful these are, you'll probably start looking at your kitchen in a whole new way, not as a place full of problems, but as a place full of smart solutions waiting to be used.